And now without Burgundy, this is a much nicer, easier war. I shouldn't have fought Burgundy at all. I should have just gone and instantly pushed his capital out. Live and learn. Live and learn. Woo. Group. That'll do. Go give chase to his big stack. Was that our best siege leader, or is it just a siege leader? Well, it looks like he's afraid. There, then there. Yep, looks a go. Remembering that combat width was 28. $27, sorry. And that's pretty perfect. Now, Poland also have more morale than us. But I'm willing to bet that enough flanking will make up for that. Especially if all my minions actually help. Come on, Poland, you've run out of morale. Just the most barely of justs. I kind of would really like that to be a wipe. Oh, come on. Thank you. A wipe. I need 4 to stay back here. Everyone else come up this way. We'll see if Poland is going to start to roll over. We definitely don't need more than 4 here anymore. There's no threat of getting stacked by any of Poland's units because he doesn't have any units. We go get that last claim on you. And then we say that's enough. That we should instead be currying with Mr. Muscovy. Split, split. Oh, this is all Denmark now. You stole this from... Well, that's annoying. How am I meant to reconquest this from Poland if he doesn't own any of it? Who are your friends? Ooh, you got too many friends. Well, maybe once Muscovy will join... He spat out Novgorod. You idiot. He spat out Novgorod. He'd eaten all of Novgorod up. Let's watch the time lapse. He ate all of Novgorod up. So he spits out Nizhny. He spits out Polotsk. Then he eats Novgorod. Yeah, and he spits out Smolensk. Now he eats Smolensk. And then he spits out Novgorod. Oh. That is painful to see. And they have 100% Liberty Desire. That is painful to see. Yeah, but that's not... That was Kazani Perm, not Muscovy Perm, I think. Isn't government capacity an amazing thing? Totally not a poorly balanced mechanic. You know, if the starting AI as Muscovy and Spain and France can't deal with it, how is the player meant to? Like, if they're failing to deal with it by 1500, not even 100 years have passed, and they literally can't deal with it, why is the player supposed to be able to? Grumble, 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 grumpy old man noises. I need a couple more over there. Halt. Split. Send 7 to the actual siege. I said 7 to the actual siege. They will use Enforce Peace, Deathhound. If the AI can, it will try to use Enforce Peace on you to stop you eating up their colonial nations. More Theodoing today. Yes, more Theodoing. Good pun, good pun. We've successfully bitten a fair chunk out of Lithuania. We're eating, at the moment, a little bit of a nibble out of Mr. Poland. Possibly even setting up for doing Transylvania out of Hungary. And we should look at what it costs to do what we want here. So, this to Mazovia, this to Mazovia. Have the magical powers of Santa Claus worn off? The magical powers of Santa Claus wear off next year. So I want this, and then this and this back to TO. And I want this for myself, because it lets me do Transylvania. Does it? Is Transylvanian in the Slovak group? Yes, it is. So I actually want 2 here, because then I can do Transylvania and Nitra. Depending on how bad Bohemia and Friends is. They're honestly not that bad. And they're honestly not that much dev either. I could maybe temporarily ally him. Well, I can't ally him because he's a rival. I could temporarily ally you. Oh, Hungary is going to own Brittany. They've begun integrating their Brittany PU. That's going to be weird. If he eats up Brittany, he won't have too many relations anymore. And then I could ask for those Transylvania bits back. It's certainly better than fighting France that way. And he would also make a nice ally to use to split up the Ottomans and eat up Turkey. Hungary and Brittany seem a perfect match for them, for each other. How much war score do I need to get what I want here? I can live without Nitra. I've got too many subjects already. So we'll just do Transylvania. So I just need this fort over here and then we're all good. So actually I could even stop torturing these forts. But why do that just when we're having fun? Speed back up. Re-raise with Hungary so that we can get that alliance when he finishes annexing Brittany. All the cannons are over here, so we're set up as best we can to get Transylvania. I won't actually take this for me. I'll feed it into Galicia Volhynia and maybe just wait for it to get integrated or yoink it back. That's all we needed, so you can go Or do I keep it for me? So let's look. We're at 9 of 7, and we're integrating 0. So no, I don't want more at the moment. Sorry, you can be his. Tio, no, but you, yes. Then we can integrate you in 5. When can we integrate these two? We can integrate them now. If we had enough... if we had returned all the land from Muscovy... Oh god, no. Because he's released this, if I feed these back, he's gonna say I have disconnected land between here and here. Fuck you, Muscovy. Basically we got Muscovy alliance in the first 4 years, and so the Ottomans have never come after us. They also got cock-blocked by the fact that they allied AQ, so they haven't actually come this way, and they only... It took them a long time to eat this last bit up. Like, it took them a fair while to eat up the last of Karaman and Dolkadir here. So they only gained a border with the Mamelukes really quite late, and during that time the Mamelukes have gotten pretty big. Although you've gotten pretty big now. Oh, he's just finished... Oh no, not quantity. Why are you suddenly so much bigger than you were before then? As little as like 3 years ago, they were the same size, maybe. Well, 6 years ago. It seems that the Ottomans have gotten a bit bigger since last we looked. So who's your other friend then? Because otherwise they're going to start eating you. Nah, he's finally got reasonable friends. Hassa is probably fairly sizable. Kandar is a joke. Dolkadir is also a joke. But Ajuran is probably not a joke. So he's got 2 reasonable-ish friends. Yeah, we've just been lucky. We've had 3 of these have been doves. So 3 of these... There were like 2 swords, 1 scales, and 3 doves. So he hasn't wanted much. Although he did take this from Genoa when he said he didn't want it. So, you know, sometimes he lies. I should also re-raise with you so that you can't be called in against me. And we were going to peace out. So, curry favors can stop. Peacing out can begin. You give me all of this, plus that. It's kind of tempting to steal your other forts. So maybe these 2 provinces. Is that going to cause a coalition with the HRE people? I can't tell yet because I don't own this. Okay, then the cannons have to come across to that fort. Because I don't want Poland having any more forts. Even if it means taking a little bit more aggressive expansion. We've got till this time next year before Santa Claus wears off. So I can take a little bit of time. Kill those because I can. Kill that because it makes him feel annoyed. 28 jumps to, with the addition of cannons and a siege leader. 49. You go get that one. 49 drops to 42 because the cannons are out of reinforcements. You hop off. Annul Burgundy. We're not going to be coming after him within 10 years, I don't think. I think this is the last reconquest we have against him. So I'm probably going to leave him alone for a while. This and this can go to TO. As long as it doesn't cause us... Nah, no one cares that much. Are there any other forts I want to get rid of? Nah, that's all his forts. So plus some more reps. Plus some cash. And then we're good. And that also means that all the land is connected. We can come home and spend a while recovering. You're going to realize you can't walk through parts of that in a second. I hate it when they do that, so I want you to go here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here. If we're not at war, I don't need to be paying for my forts. You can get off. I suppose I can keep that one, because it's next to my capital. Now, it was then time to annex you, because you have too much Ruthenian land that should be mine. We've made you as happy as can be. Everyone wants access. You want to become a march? No deal. How many favors do I have with you? 18. Considering that you're not going to pay off your debt anytime soon, I might as well try and get these back. And then I can integrate Smolensk. So, Bryansk, please. Yep, the only mod we use here is the transparent political map mode. I quite like it because it means that instead of looking like Victoria 2, where the nations look like they've been filled in with the MS Paint Bucket tool, it makes them sort of pretty and textured. But more importantly, it means that you can see rivers, so you can see river crossings easily. You can usually also, like, guess that looks flat. It's probably steeps or farmlands or flats, and it's steeps. That looks lumpy. It's probably mountainous. Oh yeah, it's mountainous. So you can make tactical decisions about terrain whilst still being in the political map mode. Additionally, it puts the nice borders on. So even when there are colours that are similar, like these three sort of pinky-reddy colours, it's still easy to tell where one nation ends and the other begins because of the thick borders. That's why I like it. Pretty and useful. QQ is no longer a valid enemy. Do I need to stop embargoing him? Looks like I wasn't embargoing him anyway. Who can I rival? The Ottomans? I could try and become friends with the Mamluks. That might be a bit of a idiot move given that they got twice the number of troops. And I can't afford troops yet. We're still poor. How are you making so much money? That is a lot of money that he is making. That is just a little bit of money. Okay, we want Bryansk back. And then there's one more to ask for. Which needs 8, 16, 24. We don't quite have 24 favors yet, so we go back to currying. Couple more ticks and then we've remaxed the Ottomans. I should indicate that Mazovia should fabricate on the bits that he touches, even though it's only one bit. And then we decide whether we go do Shervan. I mean, that looks like a pretty good deal. 30 versus 60, and a jam can finally earn their pay. I can eat up Shervan. I wanted to annex Mazovia, because they've been fed back everything they're going to get. So I need a little more improve. But if I call in a jam... Mamluks join? Oh yeah, but you mean Mushasha. If I call in a sham, Mushasha joins. But you get around that by declaring, and then on day one, calling in your ally. So the other person will still dishonor, and your ally is still in it from day one. So you can, yeah, cheese your way around that. Back to doing some conversions. Make them unhappy. Or make them happy. They're happy enough that I can yoink the land, and then we make them unhappy. Or I give them 30 ducats to keep them happy. Okay, these... The damaged ones can... Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. I don't care about the name, but, what you are saying is something that you can get around, and that's the important bit. Oh, who wants their freedom? Smolensk. There you go. So what we're doing, we're getting up to 20 favors with you so we can ask for this and then integrate him. We're getting up to full favors with you, which we've... Not full favors, we're getting up to full opinion with you. I can divert his trade. It's a little trick, because diverting trade makes... Boop! Opinion go up by 20. And then we can start annexing him. But we can't annexing him for another 7 years, so okay, we stop doing that. Disable divert trade. You aren't going away till we can get these back. I'd really like that Hungary alliance. But he still says no. He wants my subjects' provinces. He wants his core back. Eh. Do we have enough Ruthenian now? No. I'm probably going to accept Polish. I don't know about Prussian. Is there enough Prussian to be worth accepting? 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 50, 60, 60-ish. It doesn't look like there's enough Prussian to be worth accepting. So it might be worth concentrating his dev, if it doesn't spoil his happiness. And he's loyal enough that I can get away with that, so... Sure thing. Yoink that dev. 49%. But no, because I'd rather be on time with those. I suppose I could do a little bit. Hmm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go, we can become Ruthenian. We are officially Russian culture group now, which means I can no longer... I don't have to stop... Before I was resisting stating things because I didn't want to increase the amount of non-Ruthenian culture I had. So now I can happily full core all of Crimea and embrace Crimean. And full core these bits because they're all Russian. And then watch as our tax income goes up. So tax and production and manpower should all go up. Tax was 6.9. This was 51. I think this updates straight away, though. No, 59. So 8,000 extra men. And almost 2 ducats of extra tax. The downside is we no longer accept these guys' cultures. Ready, steady, you help, but you don't help from... Bugger! Mushasha now joins. Are you in a war still, Mushasha? No, he's only going to get more willing to join, not less. How's my war exhaustion? Do I want to maybe just sit at peace for a while then, instead of doing this war? When do my claims go away? No, I think I want to do this now. Sorry, I want to do this now. These split here. I should actually have that fort on if I'm at war. And then what do I need? I need favors with you. We're already at full opinion. We're already married, we're already allied, we're already same religion. I already offer you access. There's nothing more to be done. I could up with Poletsk. Marriage. I need to marry all my little minions. It would seem. Well, some of them. What about you? You were the only one. Okay. Up with this guy. No guy's got almost all their cores back. And then how long till our truce with the Great Horde is already done? Perm and Uzbek. That actually lets us hit up Uzbek as a bank, potentially. How much aggressive expansion is this going to be? Odoyev is probably Muscovy's minion. They were free until about 3 or 4 years ago, something? Yeah, look at the truce. The truce ends this year, so about 4 years ago he became their vassal. Same with Ryazan. Ryazan agreed to become Muscovy's vassal. I was going to look at how much the peace out here causes, so I want that, 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 that. 71, but only with the Shia people. Even if I took everything, it wouldn't piss people off that badly. The question is, do I start giving away some of this to a jam? Because I don't think I want this for me. At least not especially. Well, I could release Artable and have him feed back bits of Artable. And use that as an excuse to attack you. Do I really care about one province, though? And then these two provinces? I don't think I do. I think we just take this state. And we can give that bit to a jam. Assuming he wants it. And he does, so that's fine. Okay, who else needed love? Smolensk. Smolensk did need love. How long till you get eaten? 62, but that's going to shorten in 48. In 4 more years, that shortens. Yeah, let's try and push Mushasha out. Pretty obviously don't need that many units here. Okay, maybe we do. He's got some bonus garrison. That can move up to there. That can move up to there and there. Yep, Muscovy's happy. How we got around it was, instead of feeding this bit, which left that disconnected from Muscovy, I yoinked this province from Smolensk, gave it to Polotsk, and then Polotsk directly bordered the one that was disconnected from Muscovy and fed him that first. However, now Muscovy has released Novgorod, which means if I feed back this one, Muscovy will then get the same penalty between here, his capital zone, and over here. So I'm going to have to wait for him to either integrate or free Novgorod, because Novgorod want their freedom. They want 100%, they're 100% liberty desire, before I feed back this province, or that one, or that one. I can, however, finish feeding Smolensk here and eat Smolensk. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Group together. Now, is this not mountains? No, it's plains. That sucks. How am I meant to help defend you if they're not mountains? Well, I guess the cannons should come to the siege then. You want some access? As you wish. I can get cheaper boats. But actually probably the trade ships one, because that's what most of my ships are. Most of them are trade ships. We've got a couple of cogs and a couple of galleys just for the sake of it, basically. It's nice to be able to block this crossing sometimes. Don't need 24. Muscovy already are. Muscovy are at 99. Muscovy are at 99. The problem is that their desire for provinces only applies to you and not your subjects. So although having high trust means they don't want your land, it doesn't stop them wanting your subjects' land. Yeah, you can kind of sometimes cheese it. The other thing that you need to know is they don't think of it as your land until you core it. If it's land that you own but isn't cored, they don't think of it as your land yet. So sometimes what you have to do is start a war with them in it, just to distract them. Do the other war, absorb the land you want to absorb, core it during that other bullshit war, and then once you've cored everything, you can stop the bullshit war because they'll stop wanting it. Some of those vassals have nice generals. The 5 shock isn't terrible. I'm not liking that, though. A jam is potentially going to peace out. Stay on your siege! Urgh. Polotsk. Siege mode. Quit abandoning it. The historic enemies means they'll basically always be disloyal. Yeah, extra 30%, 50%, whatever it is. It certainly doesn't help. Can 14 beat 12? With 3 pips? Ooh, we need to take the tactics tech. So let's do that. Now they don't out-tactics us. Crush them, and then come over to here. Our ally has accepted peace, because he's a coward. No, crush them. Then come over here. Good. I would have happily given you all of Mazadran if you had have stayed in this, my friend. Did they annul you? No, they didn't annul him. 1, 2. New... Hopefully not infantry. Oh, gosh. This can be dangerous to do mid-war. So we'll do it on the 31st of the month, or the 30th of the month. Close enough. New infantry. Single stack together in case they do decide they want to attack. Very good. Call back from here, see if we can get this guy out. Yes. So how about you give us war reps and huge sums of money and no friends with QQ. I don't like that. Denmark? Sure, no friends with Denmark. Whatever. Now we can come across to get these guys. Oh wow, they ate a province from a jam. They ate 2 provinces from a jam. I mean, this would make a really nice fort. Between this fort, and that fort, we would cover this whole entrance. Denmark war incoming? Maybe. Muscovy, if Muscovy is still dishonoring, maybe. I can't tell, I'm his only friend. Oh, no. I can't do this until Muscovy pay off their debt, definitely. And they are so hugely in debt that it's stupid. That starts getting a bit crazy. So what if we don't ask for that? I just wanted to finish off that state, and you can return the rest to my friend. But that would mean I don't exist. And then money. Well, that's what I want. Well, I suppose I could live without giving those provinces back to my friend. And then just have money and money instead. How much is your friend willing to stay in? If I was just sitting on his capital, would he perhaps peace out? Yeah, we'll go deal with those in a second. So once there's not a fight, and once those units are crushed, and of course they rebel bomb us. So are you willing to hop out now? No. Ongoing battles. Now there's another ongoing battle. And then there'll be another ongoing battle. Done. Now you have no reason to object to anything I say. Off with his head! Yeah, alright. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All of this, plus cash, plus war reps, done. I don't actually like this fort. I much prefer a fort here, because it's mountains, whereas this is plains. So that's what actually I'm going to do. We're going to get rid of the tax office and build a level 1 fort there. So between this fort and this fort, now no one can come up this way. They have to go around, which isn't that much of an inconvenience, but it's enough of an inconvenience. We're almost up to integrating Smolensk, yes. How are my favors with you coming along? You could love me more, that would get us more favors. If I'm not at war, I don't need to be paying for forts. You apparently need some autonomy. Sure. Between that and war exhaustion coming down, we're fine. Between that and war exhaustion and coring, we're fine. Don't need that fort either if we're... Do I even want this one anymore? No. I do like that one, it guards my capital. I like these two, it guards here. But that one was just a waste. It was good when our capital was here, because it meant that if I blocked this crossing, no one could get to my capital. Back when our capital was in our starting province of Theodoro. Our Ottoman AE is manageable. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, so we have to go help out with those Polish rebels. But otherwise, sit home and train. And pay off our accumulated corruption. Probably wrong province war score cost. We're not too far away from completing up to Deus Vult. That will also help our corruption fighting. Train. The cannons should go help the people fighting the Polish people. They might not make it there in time. Maybe group together first. Conversion. I don't know that I don't have the money to spend on doing those conversions, I'm sorry. Muscovy is remaxed. Could we re-up with Armenia? We could re-up with them a little bit. I'd rather the dip points. Now you're ready to go fight those. I could indicate that I still hate Poland, and that my vassals should all fabricate on him. They've got pretty good surface area on him. They should be able to generate a decent number of claims. That's disgusting. It's honestly easier to attack Poland than Lithuania here. When are you going to finish? 71. No, we should be okay. Especially if we slow it down by integrating this guy. So we go divert his trade. Start integrating them. Undivert their trade. And now he's going to finish quicker than you, right? No? How can that possibly be no? You're so much bigger. Well, a lot of your land is garbage. Whereas Warsaw is godlike. Fair enough. Can I get away with yoinking one of your provinces to speed you up? There's actually no. Poland has a lot of high dev provinces. Like, you look at Krakow, and you look at Warsaw, and that alone is almost 60 dev of Polish culture. So there are some very nice provinces there. I might steal Wisner to speed up his integration. Done. Yeah, that's much better. Now he finishes quicker than this guy, which means that he slows down this guy, which maybe gives us enough time to squeeze in a war to try and get this out of Lithuania. I'm not setting Muscovy, that's for sure. I'm not setting Hungary. I could set the Netherlands. Who hates the Netherlands? That would help with making Hungary, my friend. Yeah, Denmark is fine. Come on, Hungary. Love me more. Become my friend. And then... do I really want to do Bohemia? You also help make Hungary like me. Yeah, for the moment you're fine. We only need 7 on the siege. There we go. Kazan has nommed on the Great Horde somewhat. And he only has one friend. I really do want to take that and vassalize and then ask for all of this back. So, as nice as peace is, killing you before you get a friend is also nice. So we're going to eat, and vassalize them as an OPM. Probably eat the two nice culture, the two big ones. Have the unrest. And those need to go wait for the Astracanis, because his capital had only just moved there. It had no garrison, so it fell instantly. You can also go wait for the Astracanis. You can go get Perm out. And then it's war done. I suppose I shouldn't have my forts not active. Not while we're at war. How are you? You love me enough. We've almost got enough to get that last province of Smolenskin. Yeah. We'll probably do Poland. Claim war against Poland and use that to trick these out of Lithuania. So I'm 2 up, but I'm integrating 2. One day we want to get more of a jam and AQ in us. You need some more love. I could really use one more diplomat. Cannon fodder? Armenia gains some liberty desire. They got none. But give us a whole bunch of men? Yeah, sure. Gain... Oh, well, thank you, Jake Plate. Thank you for the raid, thank you for the host. Diplo Relations +1 is actually a huge saving because we're over the limit. So that effectively saves us 120 dip points. Yoink, we're ready for these rebels. Or it looks like we're suppressing them now that there are units on top. Yep, we're suppressing them now that there are units on top. You think they went to sleep. Don't worry, it's appreciated anyway. So, we're attempting the Theodoro run. So far we have another quick summary for those just joining. We started as OPM Theodoro. The aim is to own everything that has German culture in Europe. The achievement doesn't make you chase down the bits in the New World in case they do some colonizing. We started by eating Emerity. We then ate Georgia and Circassia, and vassalized the Circassia. We ate a little bit of Crimea, and we fed back Circassia across Gizmaluk. We got one province here. We then vassalized Gizmaluk, gave land to Gizmaluk, because he was our vassal and I didn't want to hold the wrong religion land. We reconquested for Crimea, which we released after Great Horde ate it up. We turned Gizmaluk into Astrakhan, so that we can reconquest for Astrakhan. We set up our vassals in Lithuania, and then we reconquest for them. We reconquest for inside Poland. We set up new vassals inside Lithuania. We annex Astrakhan. We're looking to set up the Great Horde. We took a little strip down here for Shervin, and we reconquest once more for Mazovia and Tio against Poland. Next we have conquest against Poland and take these two even though they're not supposed to be taken because the Lithuanians have developed too good a defensive alliance network. They have... I suppose what we could do to try and screw that over is support Sweden's independence. But unless Muscovy does it as well, it's... yeah, Denmark's got too many big friends. He's got Lit, he's got Westphalen, and he has Mecklenburg. And I don't really want to take on all of those by myself. Muscovy is not a useful ally in the last 8 or so years because he's been horrendously in debt. If we look at this, I've got 2,000 debt. He re-released Novgorod. He full annexed Novgorod, if you noticed during the time lapse, and then spat them out because he ran out of governance capacity. It's just... It's really painful, this patch. I think Muscovy needs to start with a national tradition that is like plus 20% governance capacity or something. Or else just hard code that Muscovy doesn't release subjects if they haven't formed Russia. Because it's honestly pathetic what happens to Muscovy in this patch. The 31 patches we've re-raised with you. We can ask that last province back from here. So I want Vyazma. They're at war. Oh, I'm at war. Yes, yes, yes. That's a valid reason. And then suddenly expand. Yeah, once he forms Russia, he gains a whole bunch of governance capacity for being the Russian government type. And also Russia's ideas give some. But until they form Russia, they're a joke. Can I get Perm out yet? Perm says no. They have 8 units somewhere, so I should at least leave 8 on the siege. Back off 1 province. Wait until that siege is done. Until then, what can we do? We could try re-raising with Hungary, because we're trying to befriend them. Why do you hate me so much? Oh, because I'm pirating you. What if I pirate my own trade node instead? So actually, I'll do it the other way around. We'll protect trade with these ones, and we'll privateer with these ones. Done. Why am I privateering my own trade node, you may ask? Because if you've got 3 trade ships going, then you get a chance at the Reckless Privateer, which is basically the same as having a diplomat, having a aggressive expansion go away guy. We're going to have to dial that back, I think. We're a bit poor. Good, we fixed that. These can come back home. These might as well train. They still can't do anything. I don't know if they get any from government reforms, because I don't know how to tell what government reform someone has passed. Mouse over where it says Grand Principality. Strengthen noble privileges. Centralized. No, he doesn't have the he doesn't have the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tier 6 is the one that gives 250. Yeah, it does give him a little bit. It gives him plus 100. But the one I was thinking of was this one. Do they all get it? Yeah, they all get it. We've remaxed with you. What's next? Maybe generate some claims on Nogai? No, I'm waiting for Holy War. Make sure you're ready to integrate. Yes. Because once we're at peace, we'll ask for that province, and then we can integrate Smolensk. Oh, you jerk. Go away. Although I should actually send the cannons up to the siege. You threaten to send the cannons to the siege. Always makes the siege happen. Come back home. Come back home. Call back from there. Peace out, Perm. That, war reps, don't care about anything else. I suppose I could harvest a bit of prestige. Yeah,